Hello knitters! I'm here to show you today how to use the magic loop and knit Portuguese style. The magic loop is one of the many ways you have to work a small circumference and work circularly. So come, let's get started. Here I have my stitches sitting on my needle, and I already worked one row of stitches. Every time I'm gonna join stitches in a circular mode, or I'm gonna start knitting around, I work one row. And the reason is my stitches are easier to move around the needle, okay? So if this was going to be a hat or a sweater or whatever project I will have and I'm gonna work circularly, I knit one row before I join. In this case, I have here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 stitches. So I'm gonna separate in two groups of 14 stitches. I'm gonna let this needle go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 here. This is half of my work. I'm gonna bring the big loop in between the 14 stitches on one side and the other side. Those needles are ebony needles from Lantern Moon. I love this set. So here I have 14 stitches. I'm put this stay away from here for now. I have 14 stitches on the back needle and 14 stitches on the front needle, and I have the two needles sitting parallel to each other. The yarn is coming from the back needle from the last stitch I worked, okay? So I'm gonna join this stitch to this stitch, and to do this, now I pull the back needle and start working on the front. And when I work circularly, this is gonna be a, let's imagine a cuff of a little mitten, or I don't know, a sock, whatever it is. I'm gonna purl this around. And you can see, I'm gonna stop right here and show you that I'm in the middle of the front, and you have a big magic loop going here. Let's see here. And on the other side, you have the magic loop going on both sides. There we go, see? And I'm going to keep working on the front needle. When I'm done, I am going to pull the cable to bring the other needle to all stitches, and we are going to get up, go back to the step I just showed you before. So I want you to keep in mind this stitch suffers a little bit because of the pulling here between the two. Yeah, there you go. The pulling between the two needles, but now I'm gonna turn them around. I have 14 stitches on the back, 14 stitches in the front. The yarn is coming from below the left hand needle, coming from the back needle, and I'm gonna join to the front. So now I pull this needle and start working. What I was going to say is that the magic loop technique doesn't change a bit. Is the way you are making the stitches that is different from the other two styles. But the magic loop, if you're familiar and you were used to work with the magic loop, nothing changes. I just want to show you that because a lot of my students, when they learn and convert to Portuguese knitting, they cannot see how to do that. There we go. I finished this needle. I'm gonna pull the other needle all the way to the back stitch, or the back stitches. There we go. Again, this stitch tends to be a little tight. Okay, that's how I set up myself. Now I'm gonna turn everything around so the yarn comes from the back. I will pull the back needle and so on. So that way I am working on a very small circumference and I'm using the magic loop. Of course, you have other options to work a small circumference. You could work with double pointed needles. You could work with 2 circular needles. You could work with the Portuguese double pointed needles with hooks at the end. Or you could work with the Flexi tips, which I also have a video in how to work with the Flexi tips. But here you see that, again, nothing changes about how to use magic loop. It's the way you're producing the fabric that is different. And now my project is going. Every time you work circularly and you're going to join, you're going to make sure you don't twist the stitches around the needle. I assume that you have some experience working circularly. And again, the goal of this movie is to show you how to work magic loop using the Portuguese style knitting. Don't forget, with the Portuguese style knitting, the work or the yarn is always in front of the work. I'm sliding the stitches back. The ebony needle is wonderful for that. I turn everything. The yarn is coming from the back needle. Pull and start again. So that's my demonstration for you. I hope this is clear. If you have any questions, you can reach me with a message, please. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video. It will help me and I'll make more videos for you, okay? Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one.